Greetings and welcome to Nathan Lyle Official. If you've never seen my face in a video before, my name is Nathan Lyle. It's first thing in the morning here, so if I'm not fully at 100%, forgive me. My brain's not completely awake yet. As I was about to fall asleep last night, I realized that now is the perfect time to talk about M2M. Look, if this is only the second video you've ever watched, I know the first video you watched, and no, I don't know why the algorithm is doing what it's doing. I have no say in that. But since I have your attention, let's talk about M2M. They are a Norwegian pop duo composed of Marion Raven and Merritt Larson. They debuted in the 90s, and then they broke up almost immediately, and decades passed, and I thought we would never see them again. I've actually had a conversation where I told somebody, if I had one wish, it would be that M2M reunited. And you know what? They did. 2025, M2M finally reunited and went on tour together. And God willing, maybe someday they'll put out some more music. Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. Even if they don't, it doesn't change how I feel about them. But if they do, oh my God, that would be great. So anyways, Marion and Merritt, they debuted, and they've been friends, I guess, since they were kids. And according to Wikipedia, they put out an album when they were 12 and 13. And it was a kid's album, though. It wasn't a mainstream thing. But then in 1999, they debuted with Shades of Purple, which, even if you've never heard the name M2M, if you were alive in 1999, you have definitely heard one of their songs. Because back in 1999, there was a cultural phenomenon, a moment in time of movement which has followed us for nearly 30 years. And that movement is called Pokemon. That's right. In 1999, Pokemon debuted. It became a huge hit. We played the card games, we played the video games, we watched the anime, and then they made a movie. And then that movie used one of M2M's songs on the soundtrack, Don't Say You Love Me, as the promotional song for it. So yeah, that song was everywhere. So yes, if you were alive at all in 1999, you definitely heard an M2M song. And if you love that song, I do recommend checking out Shades of Purple. It came out in 1999, and I think they did have a follow-up album the following year. Wasn't as good. It was okay. Everything You Do was definitely a bop. But then suddenly they break up. There's all kinds of speculation about why and whether, and then apparently they're not friends for decades. If they do go on to have careers, you can argue about who was more successful. Raven's definitely had a more pronounced spotlight on her. You know, she did a song with Meatloaf. She recorded a song with Meatloaf. It was one of his old songs. She did the Witch, the theme song for Witch, which, if you haven't seen Witch, it's a pretty decent show. It's Winx Club, but more mature, basically. It's Winx Club more for teenagers, I guess, would be the best way to describe it. And then, they've had their own successes, and I've enjoyed both of their careers. Ooh, if you haven't seen, listen, I'm a person who spent 30 years of his life struggling with depression. So for me, I love Merritt, her song "Joni Was Right." That's a great song. I love it. If you might not, I'll be the first to admit that. I love it. Anyways, the point is, if you haven't heard of them, check them out. Shades of Purple. Check out the solo albums. Check out some of their work, because you're missing out on some incredible music. Because Shades of Purple, it's I'd be lying if I said that every single song was a banger, but they definitely had some good shit. For one thing, every song that has a music video, oh my God, yes. Because there's Don't Say You Love Me, The Day You Went Away, Mirror Mirror. Absolutely amazing songs. Pretty Boy, which is actually the song that inspired this video, because for the last 15 years of my life, well, not 15, but like basically for the longest time. It's been long enough, so many years I can't remember. I basically cannot fall asleep at night if I'm not listening to Pretty Boy. I put it on repeat. In fact, there was one time in my 20s, because I have different devices I'll use at times. Sometimes I forget to charge my computer. But yeah, because sometimes I'll just turn on my computer, go on YouTube, put on the Pretty Boy music video, set it, put it on repeat, and then unplug the computer. One time I did that, and I forgot to unplug the computer. And I literally slept for like 10 and a half hours because every time I tried to wake up, I'd hear the song, and it just, my brain was like, oh, at that point in time, I had already trained my brain that we're falling asleep to this song. So I heard the song, and I'd fall right back asleep. Literally had to force myself awake because my bladder was about to explode. It's a beautiful song, so soothing, so melodic. Girl in Your Dreams, one of my all-time favorite songs. There's another song called Why that I love. And actually, there's a Letters to My Therapist that I did last month, which I credited the Bee Gees because it was their song originally, but the M2M I was listening to M2M. They have a song called Our Song where they sample the Bee Gees song Too Much Heaven. That inspired that move, that one. Anyways, the point is, I love M2M. And if you love me, you'll at least listen to M2M. You don't have to love them. I understand. People are different. We all have different preferences. You might not enjoy them as much as I enjoy them. But feel free to at least check them out, give them a try. And until the next time you see me, my name is Nathan. I'll have a great day, week, month, year, whenever it is. I'm planning tomorrow. I finally have my first day off of the year. And I'm going to relax a little bit. I'm going to try to write some scripts. I'm going to watch some movies. And I'm going to have fun, enjoy my life. And then at some point later, I will on my next day off after that, whenever that is, I don't remember. It feels far enough away. Actually, no. It's Tuesday. I'm going to do laundry in the morning. Who knows what else. But the point is, sometime in the next week or two, I will try to have an edited video up. We'll see. And also, I have been single my entire life. And, I sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. It has benefits. But, like, the thing that scares me the most about relationships is just knowing that, like, when you're sharing your life with another person, compromises have to be made. And I legitimately cannot sleep without music playing. Like, I mean, it is impossible for me to relax if I don't have music playing. I don't know. Something wrong with my brain. Like, I guess I need the distraction so I can't hear my own thoughts. Because there's a lot of them in there and it's overwhelming. So I need music playing to, like, soothe me and relax me, calm me down enough that I can. In fact, I'm thinking I might make a video of, like, my sleep playlist, the songs that I listen to help me fall asleep. Because it can't just be soothing music. I've tried that shit. It makes it worse somehow. But also, like, it's scary because I have met many people who, like, cannot relax if music is playing. And that 100% is a deal breaker. Because I need my music. Like I've said before, if I don't. We've all played that game. Like, if you were gonna go blind or deaf or whatever. Like, I'm definitely choosing blind because I cannot live in a world where I don't get to listen to my favorite songs. Music is too important to me. Like, if I ever wake up one day and lose my hearing, you are going to have to put me on, like, suicide prevention watch because that will be the most devastating thing to ever happen in my life. Anyways, that's my rant for this morning. Go, as soon as this video ends, just go type in M2M in whatever video or music service you happen to be using and just listen to Shades of Purple. I swear you'll enjoy it. Anyways, have a great weekend. Happy New Year.